Hi, I'm Cady Groves, and I'm on A-Sides with John Chattman. Well, the fans mean a lot to me. I get really uncomfortable every time I say fans. I always look down because it's super embarrassing to call them that for me. I feel like it's been a journey with them for so many years that I more than owed it to them to give them something as sort of the ringleader, I feel like, of a group of friends. So they've let me, this is a huge thing for fans to let an artist speak for them. That's such a huge responsibility you take on as an entertainer, as an artist, a writer of any sort. So when you're speaking for a group, I feel like it's only fair to show them that you care in whatever way that you can. So what I did was I gave them my album for free download on cadygroves.com. And they were totally into it. We got 50,000 downloads on the first week, and then 100,000 in 2 weeks. So, I mean, they didn't stop with keeping it going. You know, they just which means so much to me, because it means, okay, like if I rub your back, you're gonna rub mine whenever it comes time to, you know, we all are in this together. This is like a thing. And for years, whenever I was in between, you know, I was writing this album or I was switching labels, they would just like take care of me emotionally, just whatever I needed. And that was like them doing me a solid. So now like I'm going to do them a solid. So it's something I had to learn, to not let other people's opinion about you affect who you actually are. It's something that like I had to turn to my friends and family for help. Like I literally just, sometimes like I'll have my hands up, like what do I do? Like, can somebody please help me? And it's really the people that know you have to remind you of who you are. Like, just because somebody's saying that you did something or that like you're not good enough, or you know, tells you no, doesn't mean that like you aren't a good person at the very core. And it's the people like your mom or your best friend or your brother who can tell you like, hey, like, why are you letting someone decide your worth? Like, I think you're amazing, and I actually know you, and I see you day to day. So I think this album just like totally saved me from a really like sad place that life had kind of put me in. And I never want to think that my story or my misfortunes or whatever, just my life is any, you know, everyone has like a sob story. Every single person you will ever meet has their one big thing that's like their big dramatic, like, oh, like I ugly cried at this while listening to Christina Aguilera in my car. But like, that's, I mean, everyone has that. So I'm fortunate enough to be able to document mine. I think that's a blessing and a curse, because every time I listen to one of my sad songs, it kind of puts me back in that place and I get really uncomfortable. But also it's because I'm not completely healed yet, and that's normal and safe and fine. But it's also helped me get past a lot of it, because when you hold things in is when you're gonna go down. Like, you're gonna die. You just can't hold it all in. If you have pain, you've got to let it out in some way, and a healthy way to do that is writing. So that was actually a tweet of mine. Because well, it's a quote, obviously, but I just think it's funny that, like, I'm now a famous poet from Twitter. No, but, like, I tweeted that one time just, like, probably in the middle of the night, because I was really thinking, like, kids will come up to you at concerts or even just, you know, on social media and say, you literally saved my life. Like, I would not be writing this or saying this if you were not born, or if you had not written that song. That's so scary for me to hear, honestly. Like, I know I should be like, oh, I'm so flattered. That's terrifying to me. Like, knowing that I have someone's life in my hands. Like, so wait, if my next song isn't as good, are you gonna Is this the end? Like, it just terrifies me, and I hate it. But I also love that I could save their life. It is what it is. Like, you just got to, like, not think into it and be like, wow, like, okay, something I did saved this person's life, and that's how they feel. Maybe it may not be true, but that's how they feel. So it's just really cool because music can save a life, and it saved mine so many times. I mean, seriously. When people say that to me, I think about the way I feel about music in general, and it did save my life. So I'm like, okay, well then you've got to feel, that's got to be true for you because it's true for me. Dear Zachary, my name's Cady Groves. Hopefully you're old enough to, hopefully I'm hoping you're 21 at this point because you're 11 months old, and that would mean it's 20 years from now, and you can have a nice drink with me in person, and we can watch this together because hopefully I'll still be around by then doing what I love. And that's really what I want to tell you. Do what you love, and don't do something because you think it'll make your parents proud or make anyone else proud or make anyone else see you in a better light. Just stay true to who you accidentally were born as. Right now, you're 11 months old and you already are who you are. Try to hold on to as much of that as possible because when you're older, there's so many things being thrown at you that's going to like wreck that beautiful thing you were just accidentally created as, and you've got to just persevere through it. Like, just be who you accidentally are, and never give up on who you feel that is. Always follow every path that you want to take, because if you don't take it, you're always going to wonder, and never let yourself ask why. Just always go where your heart leads you, and hopefully you'll end up somewhere great, and hopefully right now it's with me having a drink.